encourage people in the summer just to make sure they're staying connected. I feel like it's so easy when you go back and you have really good intentions to keep in touch with all these great friends you've made or have been making. And I know, like, for me, I want to plan in my calendar, like, specific days to call the people to make sure that I'm not letting the relationships, like, slide for the summer. So that's definitely something to make sure you're making, like, a plan to stay in touch with people, because even if you're really well-intentioned, they can...
Summer advice would be set aside time to talk with people during the summer. Make effort to keep those relationships going this summer. Don't just go along and continue to spend.
Something that I guess something that I struggle with is not taking time to rest. I enjoy service and things like that, but sometimes it gets to a point where I'm just doing it to do it and forgetting why I'm doing it. So taking summer as a time to restore and focus on your relationship with God isn't a bad or selfish thing, but it's something that's necessary, because sometimes we get so caught up in what we're doing, especially during the school year, because we get so busy. So yeah, just taking time to just be with God instead of doing.
Find an accountability partner, whether it's someone at home with you or someone that you are committed to. Find someone that is asking you about your relationship with the Lord, because when no one is asking you, it's really easy to let it slide, because it's just you and things are so much harder alone. So find someone committed to asking you how you're doing with the Lord, and like be diligent in your time with Him, so that you have that accountability time, it's not wasted.
I would say don't go into the dark places where you've been before. If you've struggled during the summers, like if you're going back to a group of friends at party, or it's really hard when you're at home, don't be afraid to walk away from that, because I struggled with those things in high school and I chose to go back to them, and I continue to struggle in the summers. It doesn't change. You have to walk away, and the Lord is really going to honor that decision. And it may be hard, but I think you'll see a lot of maturity come from that, and you'll see a lot of light in your life, and it will propel you to ministry. It really will. So I speak from experience. I promise it'll be okay. So walk away.
I mean, summer can go one of two ways. You can either grow and realize that, like, God is, regardless of where you are, regardless of community, regardless of everything, like, what an awesome time to just go forward and grow and, like, be transformed and continuously be changed, and, like, having your preconceived notions of the Lord being, like, just continuously, like, crushed, and, like, just by getting to know God more and by allowing Him to just, like, rock your world, and we can do that in the summer.
So a common excuse among people going into the summer is they'll get halfway, 2/3 through the summer, and they'll realize, oh, I'm not growing very much. Well, you know what? It's okay. When I get back to school, everything will be alright. No, shut up, alright? None of that. No excuses. When you're in the summer, Jesus is the same yesterday, today, and forever. Jesus Christ is the same when you're at home as He is when you're at school. And while it might be easier to grow while you're at school with your community and stuff like that, Jesus is the same. And if our lives are about getting to know Jesus and treasuring Jesus Christ, that doesn't change when you go home. The more difficult the times are, the more glory you will receive as you get to know Him. So press into Jesus, dig your heels in even harder, and just press on. Guard that time with the Lord, invest in other people, and get out of your comfort zone. Stretch yourself, because that is where God will meet you and grow you even more than you can ever imagine. It's all about Jesus.
Yeah, I would say that summer is an incredibly important time. We have 3 to 4 summers at college, and how we spend them can really impact who we are and how we're growing. And so I would encourage you, if you have the means, to do some sort of mission trip or something crazy that you wouldn't imagine, that will allow you to really grow as a person, as a follower of Christ. and maybe put money aside for a summer and pursue something that will develop who you are.